Okay. Is this on? Can everyone hear me?
Yep.
Okay, hello. I am Matt Adams. I am the Burger Boy. And today I'm going to be making for you the perfect smash burger. Okay. We'll get into a little bit of my background and why I am so qualified to teach you how to make a smash burger. I've been in the restaurant industry for the last 20 years, and I'm only 30 years old. I have competed in the World Food Championship in Dallas, Texas. Most recently, I was Home Depot's Tailgate Check of the Week on ESPN College Game Day. That's why I'm up here today. So, starting off, you're going to want to get your tools together. Everything that you need to do the perfect smash burger. So let's start with grills. Up here I have an electric Blackstone grill because I'm inside, so I can use propane. Ideally, I'd be using a gas grill or something like that. But really, if you want to do it on your stovetop or your backyard grill, you just want to make sure that you have a cast iron or something that is non-stick cooking surface, because when you smash the burger into the grill, you want it to stick, because that's how you're going to get that crust. That's what you're looking for in a good smash burger. So unfortunately with my grill, it is a non-stick cooking surface, but I'm a professional, I can make it work. The other thing you're going to want, a really stiff spatula. Again, we're smashing that burger into the grill, and so you need a stiff spatula that's not going to bend and get out of the way, because you've got to really dig in to release all that crust off of that grill. You're going to need a press, or you can use the spatula that you already have, but ideally you want to press so that you're smashing it. I don't know how many times I can say smash burger, but you're going to smash it into the grill, so you need something to do that with. And that's basically it. Everything else is just normal cooking utensils that you're going to use. So, ingredients. Obviously, you're going to want a really high quality beef. We use at Bow and Vine. Did I mention that I'm from Bow and Vine? I don't think I mentioned my business name. I'm from Bow and Vine Burger Bar, and we do smash burgers. We have 3 locations in Oregon, one here in Salem, another in Corvallis, and one in Eugene. We also have a food truck that's about 20 feet that way. So if you want to try it today, you can. So back to my beef. So we use a 80-20 blend of certified Angus. We use a 6-ounce patty. Traditionally, a smash burger is less. It's either a quarter pound or an 1/8 of a pound, but I like to use a 1/3 pound so that you get a lot of really juicy meat in every bite. We use certified Angus. Roth's Double R Ranch is a very good brand as well. But really, whatever you're already using, use it. You just want to make sure it's 80-20, because you want that 20% fat to kind of melt, and that's what's going to help create that crust effect, is the fat melting and rendering to make it really juicy and really flavorful. Buns. A good smash burger is only as good as its buns. Traditionally, it would be a potato or a brioche roll, because you kind of want a little bit sweeter. You don't want to go too sweet with like a Hawaiian roll, because that's just going to overpower in flavor. But potato roll or brioche is going to be really good sweetness to counteract the juiciness and the sour from the pickles. Getting into pickles. You're going to want a nice thick pickle, about a 3/18 or a quarter cut pickle, because that's going to give you crunch. That's basically your only veggies, so it's going to be your only texture in the smash burger. Cheese. Again, a traditional smash burger would be done with like a yellow American cheese. I don't like yellow American as much, so I use Tillamook cheddar, because obviously we're going to go local and go Tillamook. So next is our sauce. So there's a few different ways to do this, but we call it our Bow and Vine sauce. It's basically like a Thousand Island or a Big Mac sauce. Everyone has this version of their sauce, and this is going to be ours. So you're gonna have a base of mayonnaise, ketchup, relish, equal parts, and then you're gonna do some seasonings. We use paprika, ground mustard, and granulated onion. And that is basically all our ingredients. We have a little bit of salt. Once we get the patties on there, we're gonna salt them just to bring out really the flavor of the meat. So let's get started. We're gonna start with our sauce because we wanna make sure that is ready before our beef comes off the grill. I'll figure this out. Okay. So again, our sauce is a mayonnaise base. I forgot a whisk, so we're gonna see if this blends properly. And then we're gonna do some ketchup. In the stores, we use Portland ketchup, but really, again, any brand of ketchup is gonna work. They're all basically the same. And Portland ketchup's way more expensive. So we're going with a cheap ketchup today. And then we're gonna do, so it's equal parts ketchup and relish. Or close enough. I'm just eyeballing it here. So the next is our seasonings. Again, we're doing a smoked paprika. And then a ground mustard. And then granulated onion. And again, your seasonings are going to be equal parts as well. It's pretty basic. You can just use ingredients that you have around the house. And this in no way is solid. You can add whatever you want to this. There's people that do diced pickles instead of relish. There's people that add caramelized onion into this to give it more of a sweetness. But yeah, that's what you're looking for. You're gonna have basically pink with a little bit of the green chunks from the relish, and then those speckles of the paprika in there. Okay, so our sauce is done. We're going to toast our buns, and then we're gonna smash our patty. I forgot butter, but you would wanna butter your buns. Okay, so we'll get that on. I have to do this again, so be patient. Got it. Okay. This is the biggest part. That's it. Thank you. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to caramelize. So, let me explain this. What's happening is the fat is rendering on the grill, creating that crust. I left it as a ball right now because I'm not going to squish it just yet. I need that crust to kind of be there so that it doesn't stick as bad to my grill press once I flip it and smash it. So all in one swift motion, watch. I said as bad, it's still gonna stick. And again, it was sticking to my bacon press because I'm using a non-stick. So I decided to stick to the top instead of sticking to the bottom. Ideally, when you smash, you're gonna have it stick to your grill and not your press. So now that that's on and flipped and squished, we're gonna let it cook. Actually, false. We're gonna add a little bit of salt. Yes. No. No, so the moisture is going to come from the fat rendering down. So that's why you're smashing it right off the bat while the fat's still stuck in there. And then once it cooks, that's when you don't want to touch it. You don't want to squish it again, because then you're going to smash all the fat out. Okay, our bun is toasted, so we're going to pull that off. This electric grill has a hood. I don't know why, but you don't need to cover it. So our bun, we're just going to do some of our sauce that we just made. Decent coverage. And then we're going to do pickles. I like to do pickles on the bottom bun, but you can do them wherever you want. So what's happening right now with our burger is called the Maillard effect. That is where the fat is rendering out of the beef and caramelizing to create that crust on the bottom layer. And so ideally we're going to look for about a 30-70 cook. So it's going to cook right now for about 70% of the way through. And once we flip it, it's going to be 30% of the way through. Or the additional 30 then to get all the way cooked. So it's actually going pretty fast. And so you kind of know when you're ready to flip, when you start seeing a decent amount of blood and juices on the top, because everything is cooking out of the bottom and moving up to the top of the patty. And so now we're going to take our stiff spatula, scrape it off that side of the grill, and flip it. And so it's very quick. We've already cooked this 70% of the way through. So you're going to be quick now with adding cheese or any other toppings if you want to do grilled onions or bacon or whatever. So here's a trick with the cheese. We use this trick all the time. You're going to throw the cheese right on the grill. Instead of waiting for it to melt from steam or from the heat from the burger, throw it right on the grill, and then you can put it right on top of the burger. I left it on the grill a little too long, so it kind of disintegrated. But it's okay, I'm a professional here, so. Here we go. Okay, so we're gonna let that just finish up, and then we have a burger. It's that easy. Any questions? Perfect. Thank you. We're not done yet, folks. Okay, I think that's it. You can see all the juices from it cooking, dripping out. All right, and that, folks, is the perfect smash burger. So from this, you can do whatever you want. This is just the base. So you can do, like I said, grilled onions, lettuce, tomato, make it more traditional, do something crazy, put a fried egg, whatever you want to do. This is your base to start with. And that's what we do in Bow and Vine. So all our burgers start with the smash patty and the bun. The sauces change out. We can add eggs, bacon jam, fried onions, grilled mushrooms. The possibilities are endless. And so now, let me tell you about Bow and Vine. So again, we have 3 locations in Oregon. We have one in Salem on Liberty Street. We have another in Corvallis on 3rd Street, and another in Eugene on Pearl Street. And we have just announced that we have another location that'll be opening up this winter. And I'll tell you where some other time, because it's a secret for now. Our food truck is right out the doors here. If you guys want to give that a try, we're going to go around and hand out a few things for watching us. So one, you're going to get a little QR code, and that helps you order at the food truck if you want to try anything that you saw me make today. And the other thing is a free drink card that is good for any one of our stores. So you can go into any of the brick and mortar restaurants and get a free drink on us. That works for fountain drinks, beer, wine, and milkshakes. So enjoy that little gift for paying attention. But that's my spiel. That's all I got. So thank you for watching. Enjoy the Oregon State Fair. The perfect smash burger. How to make a smash burger? Perfect smash burger. When you smash the burger into the grill on a good smash burger. Again, we're smashing that burger, smash it into the grill. So we do smash burger. Smash burger is a smash burger. Smash burger would be done. Smash burger. You're gonna smash it and smash it. Smash, you're gonna smash it, smash patty. And that, folks, is the perfect smash burger. You're smashing it. I don't know how many times I can say smash burger.